Welcome, Speed Gang! Today we're doing a video in English, because I thought that the biggest part of my audience is already watching the series in English, so why do not try to talk in English and make a video in English as well? Okay, today we're doing a rank video. So, we have the normal A, B, C and D tier, and over the A tier is the Savater tier, because Savater is the god of speed, so Savater is basically the god tier. Below D we have Iris West, because we don't have any Iris West fans. I mean, okay, some people write they like Iris West or love Iris West, but we know that's just ironically. And after Iris West is the complete trash that not even have to be mentioned. So, because the main character of the series is Barry Allen, we start with Barry Allen. And I think let's put him in the A tier for now. I know a lot of people will say, hey, Barry Allen, he's bad, he always struggles if he fights against the other speedsters, but you are forgetting something very important. I mean, Barry Allen is always adapting. After he learned vibrating, he was in the train with, was it Leonard Snart? I don't even remember. I think it was Leonard Snart. But the issue or the problem was that Barry Allen had to vibrate the whole train through a rock. And he was like, okay, do I leave here? Do I rescue everybody? Or do I adapt? Because I don't think so. I don't think that I can rescue everyone fast enough to really rescue them before the train hits the rock. And the rock is very hard. He was thinking, okay, maybe if I can vibrate myself through stuff, and I'm wearing stuff, I mean a suit, so maybe I can vibrate the train through the rock. And he did it. And he's doing the same with every other speedster or with every other problem he have in his life. He's adapting. He's not the... Okay, he's smart, but he's acting a lot of times like he's very stupid, but still he's adapting, and that's why he's in A tier in my opinion. Let's move on. The next is Reverse Flash. I think this version of him is not the greatest. I think when he was in this appearance, he was underperforming in my opinion. I mean, if you look at the first season, he was weakened in this form, okay? Because he killed the mother of Barry Allen, he was weaker and he wasn't even able to use his Speed Force properly. Also, when he was the villain in Legends of Tomorrow, he wasn't the best enemy either. I mean, he lost to Blacklash. Blacklash, okay, it's a powerful being, but Blacklash is stupid as hell, and if you don't move or don't use your Speed Force at all, he just ignores you and go away, and he died because of Blacklash. Okay, he was kind of tricked into being killed by Blacklash, but still, in my opinion, it's a very underwhelming performance. But here, for example, we have the Harrison Wells type looking Reverse Flash, and he's smarter. He have plans. He's also the later version of Eobard Thawne, and he have the idea how to manipulate everyone around him. So yeah, I put him also in the A tier. I would take Savater on this point. And where can we put Savater? Okay, Savater, honestly, sure, how the name says, he is god of speed, he should be on the Savater tier. But no, Savater was, in my eyes, a weakling. I mean, he never had a purpose to, like, annoy Barry Allen. He, like Reverse Flash does, he never tried to be evil. I mean, he wants to be betrayed as evil, but he was, in my eyes, more like a small child, like a whiny guy, because his only purpose was to not be erased from the timeline, right? He wasn't bad in that case. He just wanted to become a god because he do not wanted to die. There was no bad purpose behind it. He just wanted to survive. That's a normal thing to do for every living being. And so in my opinion, he wasn't really a god. He was maybe like a C tier, but his suit was freaking sick. It looked very nice, so maybe we put it into the B tier. Alright. Godspeed. Let's move on with Godspeed. Godspeed was bad. He was below trash. He was not even worse than Iris West. He was really the complete trash before the 6th season. I will not spoil you here. Maybe look up at Pagey or Comics Books versus the World. I don't know. But in the 6th season, he was really good, in my opinion. The build-up is great. Do not know a lot of things about the new Godspeed. And in my opinion, he is, at the moment at least, the real god of speed. You know? Because Godspeed. Okay. Blacklash, honestly, he should be better than the Ilbathon version of Reverse Flash, but there is a problem. I mean, Blacklash is hell strong. He's very strong. He's very powerful because he just touches you and you die as a speedster. But he's stupid as hell. And he also died already. And I mean, Caitlyn was able to shoot him with her ice powers only because he's going straight, because he's like a zombie. He's not using his brain. I mean, he just feels like there is a bad speedster, I'm going directly to him and I'm gonna touch him. And like, you know, in a lot of sports, if you can read the enemy very well, even though the enemy is really powerful, you can still beat him. So yeah, basically Black Flash is on Iris West level. He's not complete trash because he's powerful if he's fighting really only against one speedster. But if the speedster can team up with someone else, like with Caitlyn Frost or Leonard Snart, or they just happen to have the cold gun, then no, Black Flash is no issue at all. Really, at all. Let's move on with the guy who developed into Black Flash. It was another person before. Zoom was, in my opinion, really powerful if you look at the story from Zoom, and also he was very powerful when it comes to his purpose. His purpose was really to be the king, kind of. He wanted to delete all the other universes in the multiverse and be the king of this one particular universe. The purpose was clear, and that's why Savater isn't in the Savater tier, because Savater didn't have a real purpose. He just wanted to be pursued as bad, so Barry starts killing people, so Barry becomes Savater, and Zoom is like, no, I don't care about you all. I don't give a frick. I'm just Zoom and I want to be the king of everyone, right? And if I cannot control the other words, then I just delete it. He was basically the Anti-Monitor, but he didn't achieve his goal, and Anti-Monitor was like his apprentice, because yeah, basically Anti-Monitor just did what Zoom wanted. Let's go with the next one. Nora Allen. She is, I don't know, in my opinion, okay, some people would put her into the same tier like Savater. I don't know, because she had the unique power to really rewind the time and not only to travel in time. That's a big difference. She did not had to use the Speed Force to travel back in time. She just happened to, oh, I rewind the time back, and I also can use this power in my advantage to fight other enemies. Let's go. Nora Allen is at least here in the same tier like Reverse Flash and Barry Allen, even though she's not that smart, but this power is very unique and I like unique powers, and that's why she's landing here in the A tier. The 90 Earth Flash, or the Flash from the 90s series, he didn't show up that much in the current series of the Flash. It was nice, but no, I put him here on the D tier. He is not even considered a C tier in my opinion. Who is considered a C tier is Wally. I mean, he's the fastest, at least for some time, a lot faster even than Barry Allen. But Barry Allen was able to adapt and use his other speedster knowledge to win in the race against Wally West. He was able to just vibrate through the freaking building, and Wally West was like, hey dude, I cannot do that. And Barry was like, yeah, that's your problem, dude. And Wally was like, can you teach me that? Yeah, okay, alright. He was able to learn that, but Barry Allen is still the better adapter. Like, he can really adapt good to different situations, and Wally can't. So yeah, I put him here in the C tier. The rival. If it comes only to the costume, the rival is fucking even over Savater tier. He is completely above everyone. Because I don't know why, but I like his suit very much. Even Savitar would be in Savater tier. Even Godspeed would be in Savater tier. But yeah, I don't know, the rival was on the same level like Wally, I guess. So I put him here also in the C tier. Okay, let's move on with Trajectory. On the first glimpse, I thought that Trajectory could even be in the A or the Savater tier. She has a gun, she can shoot people, that's quite nice. But on the other hand, when I consider her between herself and other speedsters, it was like, no. In a 1v1 she would lose anyway, because the gun is useless against speedsters. The speedster can even take the bullet into their hand and throw it away. It's just garbage. Complete garbage. So I thought like, okay, what did Trajectory do like when we saw her? She completely destroyed Barry Allen in a straight up 1v1 run. She was a lot faster than him. She died because of velocity, but she was a lot faster. And sure, she was only faster because of velocity. She wasn't even she wasn't even a real speedster. She just get the speed only because of velocity. So sure, okay, maybe she's not that badass, but in my opinion, in this particular scene, she completely destroyed Barry Allen, right? He was like, holy shit, someone is even faster than me, and it's not just Zoom, right? So I would put her a little bit higher. I'm not sure, I guess she's not good enough for B tier, but she's good enough for C tier in my opinion. Let's move on with Jesse quick. Cisco just said like, hey yo, we have a spare suit here. It was a suit from Trajectory. We just put an emblem or logo on your chest, and you're a speedster, and that's your suit, and it fits. So why not? I don't even know if she knows that Trajectory had the suit before. In my opinion, she did nothing. She didn't even make Barry Allen real challenge when it comes to the speed. I mean, she did nothing. In my opinion, she's not even Iris West level. I think she's really complete trash level. And speaking of Iris West, let's move on with Iris West. Iris West, in my opinion, Iris West, when she was a speedster, she was really not that bad. She did get the speed just for one episode, I guess. And she did get the speed. She was able to use it pretty fast. Maybe because she saw already how Barry Allen is using the speed properly. And she was able to make a tsunami to turn off a fire of a wannabe firestorm. That's pretty neat. I mean, she's better than the 90 Flash in my opinion. She's better even than Trajectory. I don't know if she's here. Did Wally do that much in the series? I mean, okay, he can make a nice energy force lotus, like a flower in the air. That's pretty neat, okay. But I think what Iris did was nicer, was cooler. I would put her in the B tier. I mean, I know Iris West should be in the Iris West tier because she's complete trash. But when she was a speedster, she delivered. And don't get me wrong, I hate her, but she was pretty neat as a speedster in my opinion. Let's move on with a speedster you, I guess, do not know because it's not from the Flash series. It's Bot-Ann from Smallville. Bot-Ann, I liked his character. And even though he saw that Superman is pretty fast, he was mocking him. And I liked his personality, so I would put him... I don't know, I cannot compare the power to the other characters, but I liked him that much that I would put him into the Savitar tier. Like when it comes to the character, how he is built and so on. Let's move on with Quicksilver trash. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on with the Ezra Miller Flash. I would put him into the A tier, maybe even into the A tier, but in my opinion, he didn't do that much in the movie. The only good thing he did was moving the sword from the Amazon girl Wonder Woman, so she can grab it, and that's it. Some people say his suit is pretty nice. I don't like it that much. I prefer the season 3 outfit from Barry Allen from the series, like the leather one, what you see here on the picture. Ezra Miller also did run like, I don't know, like a duck. His legs moved sideways. That was freaking weird. I don't know. I cannot put him into the D tier. That's really pretty bad. I mean, he did at least something. I put him into the C tier. But wait, Wally did nothing. I guess I have to rearrange those. Yeah, Wally did honestly nothing, and Trajectory and Ezra Miller did at least one thing. Trajectory showed Barry Allen that he's trash and have to practice more, and Ezra Miller did help Wonder Woman to get her sword back. Let's move on with the Dark Flash, or Negative Flash, how you know it from the comics. He didn't do that much. The only nice scene was when he went there into Star Labs. Everyone was like, "Hey Barry, are you okay? Barry, are you fine? Barry? Barry?" And Barry was turning around, and his eyes were his eyes black? I don't know, but his smile was black, and they saw that it's not the normal Barry. It was a different type of Barry. And he took something, smiled, like very, very vicious, very, very mad, and then ran away. That was nice. And also his lightning. I love how this lightning is looking. So I put him at least to the B tier list. And I see that I have to rearrange this guy. He did nothing in the series, in my opinion, except killing the mom of Barry Allen. So we have to put her also here, because she did also just one thing. I don't know, maybe we put the Negative Flash also back down there, but I really liked how, and I have hope that we get another Negative Flash in the future. So I let him here. Okay, this guy, holy shit, this guy was nice. It's Jay Garrick version of Zoom. He was sneaky as hell. He looked very friendly. I even thought, hey, this guy is really friendly, he will help. But no, he was the main villain after all anyway, and he died for himself, like for his other version, for Zoom. So yeah, let's put him here. He don't deserve to be higher, but let's put him at least here. Move on with Jay Garrick, the real one. Okay, he was a good mentor. Okay, alright, we put him here. Accelerated Man. We don't even know if he really died. I'm fine with just a quick if she died. Accelerated Man, I don't know. I think he still survived. We don't know that much about him, but we know that the guy is hyper as hell. So just put him up there. And the other Quicksilver with the cocky behavior, with this nice slow-mo scene. That's really nice. I put him into the A tier. Maybe into the Savater tier, I'm not sure. Maybe just something in between. Maybe we put him into the A tier, but on the front. Okay, that's my tier list. Is my English really that bad how we thought? Or are you okay with me making videos in English time to times? Not always, but time to times at least. That's it for today. We see each other the next time. Ciao!